Right, this shows the corruption of Merseyside police and the courts. Okay, I'll let you read this for yourself. Just as a point here, this was Judge Davies, okay, who was very angry and had a go at this woman and said she'd put down the wrong name, okay, on her complaint, that it should not have been to Merseyside Police Authority but to the Chief Constable. And so he dismissed her case and he awarded £1,567 in fees to her against the defendants. The defendants, by the way, said to Judge Davies, "You've committed malfeasance in public office." Collected their papers, and as they were going out, they were still saying it, and they were still saying it in the pigging waiting room. They couldn't believe that a judge had committed malfeasance in public office. And you know something? To give them the fairness, because they ran out, they weren't going to sit around, listen to the rest of this bugger. They ran out and they didn't impose that charge, their fees, upon this lady. Because even they saw that she had been wronged. Eh? No, it's £1,651 there. The thing about these defendants, okay, which is the police, is that they were corrupt in the first place. But at least they didn't go to the ultimate, like that judge did, Judge Davies. I mean, Judge Davies even, will try and find it, penned what he said in the court. So we got it on record. Alright? Now these buggers here, the police, the solicitors for the police, which are full-time in the police force, took out from a filing cabinet Northampton County Court stationery and made out, in presenting it to the court in Liverpool, that it had come from Northampton County Court. Well, of course, Liverpool County Court knows, as any court knows, that Northampton County Court is not a court, okay? But what they try to do, these solicitors, okay, police official solicitors, is to try to hoodwink this lady, this old woman, into thinking that the paperwork had come from an actual court. They'd altered her claim. They'd done everything they could. Everything. But of course, in the initial response to these police solicitors, Davies got mad, didn't he? Because she had already pointed out, and she's pointing it out again, that Northampton County Court has no jurisdiction, as the judge well knows, over any area but itself. Secondly, Northampton County Court, where the papers were addressed from, is only a set of officers that are a backup for the CCM Centre in Manchester. The County Court Monetary Centre. They're just clerks. It's not a court, it's clerks who examine the paperwork to see if it's all in order, if they've got the N1s, N183s, N161s, whatever, N141. If they're all there, all the paperwork is there. And then they pass it on to an actual county court. These blackguards here were making out that the clerical side was an actual court. And it's only called a court, okay, the clerical side, because it has to be officially sanctioned as a court in order to deal with court papers. That's all it is. But the judge, of course, had seen the papers that this lady was right. And it maddened him, just like it did for Powell in Deputy District Judge Powell in Birkenhead County Court. She went berserk when this old lady had beaten the system. Oh yeah. She had beaten the local government ombudsman fair and square, and Powell went berserk. Hey! She shouted at this woman, thrusting the papers back, and the local government ombudsman solicitor just grabbed a case and her laptop, shoved them in as fast as she could. Oh, you should have seen her picking go. Wow, Billy Whiz wasn't even in it. She couldn't get it in fast enough. She just grabbed the whole lot and ran out. I got to the door first, mind you, to open the door for her and wave her bye-bye. And then we left and just left this woman screaming and shouting and bawling. This picking judge. She didn't picking like it. Eh? So another corrupt judge came along. Eh? Let's have a look. Okay. In verse 4, chapter 4.4 there, the police solicitors had actually altered this woman's case. That's how brazen they are. They'd altered the wording and submitted their defence, having altered when they came to submitting their defence, the woman's complaint. Brass cheek. I mean, you take a complaint against Merseyside police force, and the other side then changes that to something else. I can't remember now what it was. Change the heading. They can't do that. Just shows the amount of corruption. What was it they changed it to? I can't remember. I'll try and find the paperwork. Try and find the paperwork. Oh yes, that. I'm sorry, it's here. Yeah, it's a while since I've seen this. See, what they did was this lady took it out against Merseyside Police Authority. Okay. The defendants' solicitors then altered that on their side to being the Chief Constable of Merseyside. Well, as was pointed out to the court, you can't do that because you can't take out a prosecution against the Chief Constable of Merseyside singularly because he was under prosecution. It's the authority. And then, of course, it gets even worse because Judge Davies sided with the police, the solicitors, and said, yes, this should be, the Chief Constable of Merseyside should be the one that's being sued. But he's being involved in it. He's the one that is principally involved in gross misconduct in public office. So it's the corporate body, Merseyside Police Authority, that is being sued. Under that and within it is the police chief, the Chief Constable of Merseyside and the rest of the officers. And the point is here that when Judge Davies said it should be, as the defendants have said, Chief Constable of Merseyside rather than Mersey Police Authority, there was at that point no Merseyside Police Authority. It was Commissioner. So Davies even was ignorant of that. He didn't bring that up. I mean, we common people still go by the term Merseyside Police Authority, but the official term in the courts and with the police is Commissioner. I mean, even the judge didn't rebuke the other side in saying, as the lady says here, it doesn't give them a right to alter my case and in so doing frustrating justice even more whilst committing an illegal act. Eh? I mean, they've committed an illegal act in the first place by one of their officers pinning this woman, grabbing her, this small old woman, and throwing her against an Asda supermarket wall and threatening her. Well, it not only just physically attacked the woman, and members of the public actually took hold of the officer and pulled him off her, but threatened her. That if she didn't stop sitting there with protest boards against the council, he'd have her sent out of the area, excluded from the area. So it appears that the authorities even through that man, are standing up for their own. The establishment. The Chief Constable of Merseyside, Andy Cook, is accused of malfeasance in public office. Okay, let's go up a bit. Let's go to there. Up a bit. Yes, indeed, they justify one another, protect one another. Was Judge Davies outraged? Was this appeal upheld? No. Can we publish this letter? Yes. Because it is an academic exercise of what has gone on. It's open, it's not defamatory, it's not in any wise illegal. It's freedom of speech. We can publicise and put up anything of any academic nature. And that's what we are doing. Well, we'll leave it at that. And please, do not get afraid of not taking cases to courts. Take them to courts. You can get if you've no money to take them to court, you can get a waiver of the fees. Okay, but always take it to the courts. Always battle on. Don't give in. Always fight, because at the end of the day, you may just get a good judge. And equally, if you get a bad judge, don't give them an easy time. The more and more we battle against these blackguards, the better. We don't give them an easy time. At all. Not at all. Don't give them 1 inch. They don't deserve our respect. They don't have our respect. We're decent people. We are the decent people. Okay?